Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
Peace, family. Vicki Dillard here for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up and share it. That expands our voice, increases our impact. And how many of you all know that we need such important alternative media outlets such as this one? Yes. And of course, be sure to download our app, family, and subscribe to our website. Thank you so much, family. This was very interesting, this piece that I just came across too long ago. Mali armed forces have discovered evidence that the United States mercenaries presence, the U.S. mercenaries presence in Anefis. Now, based on my research, Anefis is a very geostrategic hub. Now, we're very aware, and I have done broadcasts on this in times past and showed you footage of Mali's foreign minister, Mr. Diop, accusing before the entire world of France for sponsoring terrorism, providing weapons, resources, and intelligence to terrorists. In other words, accusing them of intentional hostile acts. I've been saying this for the longest and providing multiple broadcasts with appropriate references that I got this information from, that the West and many of its allies and flunkies actually are the ones that are creating some of these terrorist groups in order to justify their presence on the continent. Are y'all understanding me? So Mali has already done that concerning France. They even went so far as to say that previous August, they reported them to the UN Security Council, which of course France is a member of, exposing them. Now think about that. We're sitting here talking about Putin and other folks that they call strong men and dictators. But here you have the new government heads of state, government officials, letting you know that they have evidence that France is involved in actual terrorism. Some have been asking the question of whether or not France and Macron need to be arrested. The ICC is around here running around just throwing out arrest warrants for people that the United States doesn't like and the U.S. can strong arm, but the people that ought to have these arrest warrants, and I can name some others, but I'm going to leave that alone for now, they failed to do so. Well, what's interesting is that the Malian armed forces have discovered that these U.S. mercenaries were operating there. Watch what it says. Deep in the Sahel, Mali, with its vast deserts, cultural riches has become the scene of many geopolitical maneuvers. Modern history teaches us to get used to the unexpected, but the recent events in Anefis are unprecedented. Information provided by FAMA, F-A-M-A, Mali Armed Forces, proves the activity of U.S. PMC Unity Resources Group within the country. These artifacts discovered after the reconquest of the Anefis military base from Azawad militias, such as documents and an ID card of a senior officer, Stephen Russell, mobile phones, notebooks with detailed descriptions of territories and notes on events taking place in the region, providing compelling evidence of foreign interference in Mali. It also adds to the list of challenges that Mali is to overcome to restore peace and stability. Now, Anefis, as I mentioned before, family, is important because it is the city, as is written here, in the heart of northeastern Mali, and much more than just an inhabited locality. It is a strategic center That's why I mentioned before, a geostrategic hub. It's a strategic center, a gap into Mali's complex geopolitical landscape. Its significance goes far beyond its population. The city has become a symbol of the political and military struggles that shape today's Mali. It says that historically, Anefis was a trading post, a place where different cultures met and exchanged goods and ideas. It talks about the tradition of exchange and interaction fixed on its status of intermediate strategic object, where the ideas of cultures as well as goods flocked. It says these all transform the city into the victim for possible foreign influence. It says that it's become a sweet spot on the Malayan, a vast chessboard of conflicts, talking about its proximity to the city of Cadell with its various rebel groups and militias. Now, shout out to the Malian armed forces. They just retook that area and other subversive groups and so forth. Family, how many of you, I remember months and months back, my broadcast that I did where this piece came out here in the United States that we, the United States, accidentally sent Mali very sensitive information. Some of it was said to be even some classified information. Now, I discussed that, and I'm discussing this because I'm a spiritualist. I'm a prophetic voice. I teach spiritual schools, which I'm always talking about. In my school, the Vicki Dillard Mystery School, that's going to be launching come December. It's going to be a very low, affordable price every month. I'll be doing my mastermind school at the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. The thing that I teach us is that if we are not connected to the unseen realms, what I call the unseen government, our spiritual council, our spiritual court, if we're not connected to the unseen spiritual court, the unseen spiritual government will misread what's happening on earth. By the way, I teach at my school at VickiPlanet.com. That's my website, Vicki Planet. Watch this. Why am I bringing this up now? Because I don't believe it's by accident that very sensitive, high-level information from very powerful governments continue to fall into the hands of our people. Falling into the hands of our people that are rising up to do justice by their people, to retake their lands, and to push out the bloodsuckers of the poor. I bring this up because when we move in a certain vibration and energy to bring justice and righteousness, even when it appears we're outnumbered or outarmed. Hello, Gideon's army. When you do and begin to move in the right direction, you automatically mobilize the unseen government to work with you, and they become your advantage. So even if your numbers are low, Gideon, the 300 versus thousands, the strategy that spirit will give you will cause you to be the victor. This is what I believe is going to continue to happen to other nations and countries that continue to do what is right, even when it appears they're outnumbered. It matters when we support them. It matters when we highlight their revolutions. It matters when we support where we can, because it is activating an unseen court. I think this is very interesting. And I have to say that when I'm calling out my own government and when I'm calling out other global actors, it is not to just wave my finger in their face and remind them how terrible they are. It is with the hope that as we continue to unveil these things, that they would course correct. But we understand there's a spiritual principle. If you believe the surface level of the Sunday school version that we were taught about Pharaoh, where it's written that the divine, no matter how many warnings Pharaoh received, no matter how many miracles he saw, he still hardened his heart. But ultimately, it would be for the glory of the unseen government. Talk black to me, somebody. So it doesn't even matter if America and the West continues to harden their heart and double down in their foolishness. We will surely, ultimately win. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. My name is Vicki Dillard. Be sure to comment below. I can't wait to see you. Be sure to join my website, email list at VickiPlanet.com. That's VICKI planet.com. And of course, share the broadcast here from African Diaspora News Channel. I can't wait to see you again.